Hello beautiful people, it's Trina and welcome back to my channel. I talk about handbags, basically high-end reclaimed handbags, shall we say, and some restorations, as well as fragrance reviews on my channel. So make sure you're subscribed if you like that kind of thing. So today's video is a haul video, which is something I've never done before. And to be quite frank, I don't do hauls in general in my life. I'm a pretty conservative shopper. I like to save money, but after being in hospital for a little while, as you'll know from a previous video, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go nuts and treat myself, and so glad I did because it resulted in a nice home reformation for me that I'm very pleased about. And I also got most of the stuff secondhand via Mercury, and even the IKEA stuff is secondhand, half price, that kind of thing. The only thing I did buy full price was some stuff from Amazon, which is where I did a huge bulk shopping, you know, Kirkland, Costco style stuff to stock my pantry, which cost a few pennies, let me tell you. And I also went to Nitori, which is a furniture store chain here in Japan, which is kind of like a cross between, I don't know, Walmart and IKEA, I guess. So I got a few retail, actually not all retail priced items there. The rest was really a good steal. So it might look like a lot of stuff, and it is, but at the end of the day, it wasn't that bank-breaking at all. Yeah, so basically when you're in the hospital and your fever's gone and you have nothing to do and you only have your smartphone, you know, you'll do Netflix and YouTube and social media, audiobooks, maybe a few, you know, books that you read and all that. But eventually I got drawn to online shopping and filled my carts, basically. As soon as I got out of the hospital, I went on my computer and pressed the button. So naughty. So here we go, without further ado. I have voiced over everything, so you won't be seeing any shots of me to the end. Enjoy. Okay, so first off, we have some of this thickening lotion from Moroccan oil that my mom recommended. And if you have fine, dry hair like me, I highly recommend this. Next, while I was in hospital, I left some of my echo bags in the car, and when I got to them, they were all moldy, disgusting. I had to throw them out. So I went out to Amazon, I bought this cheap one, and also I got this really nice one from Rue Tote to replace the nicer one that I had that was really moldy. And this one is an improvement. It's a little bit less obnoxious in color, and it also has this green part that comes out, so I can carry a bigger load, and it does carry a much bigger load, and it fits perfectly into those Japanese carts. I have another one that I've reviewed on this channel as well that's more like a backpack. But this one is, it's a go-to because it really folds down nicely. So very pleased with that. And next we have some running shoes from Asics Gel Kayano. These are my go-to shoes for, you know, if you're flat-footed, heel spurs and the like. These are my recommended shoes. I've been having these since my triathlon, believe it or not, and running days. Yes, I used to run way back when I was thinner. And I also got some of these flip-flops, which I also enjoy. These ones are not as good. They're a bit soft. I'll use them more indoors. But these next pair that I got, these ones here, these are a lot sturdier, offer a lot more support. UK 7, so big feet here. And I got these on Mercari, great price, definitely less than a third of the retail price. Fantastic. Very pleased with these. Next, we have some Too Faced miniature eyeshadow palettes. These are things I don't need, but can't help myself. And usually don't wear shimmers or anything too, but these are such good little travel palettes. And I don't like having too much stuff in a palette anyway. And yeah, they're just great and they smell fantastic. That's one thing I like about this Too Faced brand. They do smell tasty. And I'm not afraid of getting secondhand makeup. I know a lot of people are adverse to that. These aren't new. I just spray them with alcohol, let them sit for a few days, and voila. And here we have the Mothership 5. I've been wanting to get this for years from Pat McGrath. This was no cheap thing, even in its secondhand price, which was substantially reduced. These things retail for about 17,000 yen, or about, 17,000 yen, which is just under $200, which is insane. But look at the beautiful colors in here. I'll just swatch them here. I know I'm too old to probably wear all the sparkly stuff, but I can't help it. Look at these colors. So very pleased to finally have this in my collection, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I also got this Pat McGrath lip balm. This is a pricey lip balm. I mean, it's just lip balm, and it's cased like a lipstick, and the color is pretty darn good. I think it's called Flesh 3 or Flesh 33 or something like that. It's kind of a very natural hue, veering a little bit warm. I prefer more of the cool tone, but it looks good and it moisturizes your lips, and it's great. So I highly recommend this if you have the budget for it, or if you get it secondhand like I do, much cheaper. And the casing is just, it's just ostentation, isn't it? Look at it. Look at all this packaging, off the charts. Amazing. Okay, and this is just a speaker that I'm getting rid of. Actually, I've already given it to a friend of mine. Instead, I got this Anchor one, which is a little bit more high tech. I'm still waiting for the M1 chip 16-inch MacBook Pro. Until that happens, I have to tolerate a speaker situation. And here we have an IKEA basket and some fresh flowers I got from a friend. Oh, look, I changed out. This is an IKEA vase and another one here, which I might do something with, and you'll see that in this video soon. Very cheap on Mcgrath, and also got some candles. But they turned out a bit smaller than I thought. And here are the candle holders that I also purchased thinking those candles would fit in. But in fact, the old ones fit in. But as you can see, the newer ones are just a little bit too small. And these candle holders are great for not only candles, but also for displaying things, such as, for example, one's perfume. Why not? Well, I don't think I'll do that probably, but you know what I mean. Nice candles. Very pleased with these. Got them for a couple $100. Excellent. And I've changed the way I'm displaying my perfumes. You know, I put most of them in the cupboard, but the ones that are still in bottles, I do display. And I got one of these round racks, and I put that on the wall, and I think it looks great. I got a new plant here and a new jewelry box, and even a new plastic dinosaur here. And I think it looks great. And my puzzles and my Tibetan bells. And yeah, this dinosaur, what I did, I got this at the 100 yen store actually, always wanted a gold dinosaur. So I bought the spray paint and I spray painted the dinosaur gold. And as you can see, there she is. She looks great. Not as gold as I would have wanted, but certainly better than that beige color. Gold enough. I love it, and I love the way she curls around to match the background image there. I tried it with this vase, as I said I might have. Didn't work out as well. If you have any suggestions on how to fix this, let me know. Oops. And here we have this old unit that I've had for like 15, 20 years. When I lived in a tiny little apartment in Tokyo, it was great, but it's getting pretty ragged now. It comes out into this pull-out desk, but I don't really need that because I just work at my table now. So I'm passing this on to a workmate. And I got this thing from Nitori, which is much better. And I've been able to arrange a lot more goodies on the shelves here. There's my perfume there. And as you can see, it's more of a display situation. So yeah, I bought this horse from IKEA. Not from IKEA, they're all from Mcgrath. A brand new candle, which smells fantastic. And I think I have some more candles down in the bottom here, past my perfume and my new goodies. There we go, some Harris tweed candles. And my dime. And yeah, I got some licorice. I decided to move that over. But dangerous place to put candy. Oh, and check out these little books. These I got from Nitori Retail. And they're not books. They're little cases that you put things in. I'm going to use this for Perfume, and I love the perfume theme of this. It matches my obsession. And these are great for storing your perfume samples or whatever you want, really. It gets rid of clutter. I don't like clutter. Visual clutter, if it's controlled, is okay, like this bookcase, but otherwise, no. And then I went on Mcgrath thinking they'd have these little things secondhand, and sure enough, they do. So I got a couple of these ones with stamps from my dad, who's a stamp collector, and a whole bunch more for myself at a much lower price than I paid for the ones retail from Nitori. So here's a world one with another world book inside. And the great thing about these boxes, whatever you end up using them for, is that they make great gift containers as well. So if I don't end up using these, I'll certainly use them for packaging gifties. And they protect stuff too when you're sending it abroad. And most of my stuff is sent abroad. I really like this one here. This is a nice one. And the one that's coming in a second, I think it's after this one, is this massive, massive one, Tolstoy, War and Peace, huge. This would have made a great jewelry box instead of the one I just recently bought, but I think this is fantastic. I'm going to use it to store documents and get rid of the crappy box I have my documents in now. So yes, much loved this one. Here's another small one, and I'm using this one right now to store some perfume that I got from Lucky Scent. Love them because they ship internationally. Can't wait to dig into that BDK. It smells fantastic. They all smell good, actually. I've had a little sniff of most of them. Cute little box. Looks great on the shelf. And here we have another World one. So this one I am using for, hold on, it's coming. My new obsession, which is, oh, you're going to laugh when you see this. Tarot cards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't believe in this kind of stuff really, but I am really into semiotics and all the symbolism, historical symbolism. And when I was a kid, I had this Thoth deck when I was 13, and I found out recently that I should not have ditched it because I had a first edition. It sells for hundreds of dollars now on Etsy. Oh, hate it when that happens. But I'm really drawn to this particular deck, but it's a little difficult. There's a lot of esoteric components. They use the Kabbalah and astrology, ancient Egypt, and it's it takes a little more study to understand it, I think. And it's also very different from the other standard sets that most people use now. But I'm really drawn to the imagery here. I love that. I think this deck was made in the 40s by Aleister Crowley. Certainly there's Art Deco motifs to this. Love the colors. That's a scary one there. But I forget the artist. I'll write her name on the screen or down below. But there's mine, the star. But I do love these. They just remind me of a younger time. Not that I ever learned the tarot when I was younger, but I do enjoy them. And the next one here is a more, this is the one I was talking about that everybody uses, the Rider Tarot, which is it's not really an exciting deck, to be honest, but it's a good one to learn off of it. And then the other one next to that is the Light Seers Tarot, which I'll pull out in a second here. And this one here it's a modernized version, but I find it a little bit too hippie-ish. I don't know, the images don't really resonate with me too much. I think maybe with the millennials, perhaps. I don't know. But very pretty cards, and again, as I don't necessarily believe that much in tarot, but I think it's fun. So I'm going to teach myself a bit of that. And of course, by the time I get the time to teach myself this stuff, I'll have become too busy. I even got a tarot book. There you go. And this is another box. I'm planning to give this to my niece, fill it up with puzzles for her, and pass it on to her at Christmas time. And as you can see, I've already gotten rid of the candy. It was too dangerous down there. And I've reorganized the shelf a little bit, put the books in there. And I got a plant that looks nice up there. So my new space is looking even better. And also that's cleared up some space in my other bookcase. A little more streamlined and less cluttered. Which is great. I've bought a few fake plants, but I also have a few real ones too. I kind of mix it up a bit. It's hard to look after plants, and I like the permanence of some fake stuff. It's just for image, So that one looks pretty good, I think. And I also had time to fix my spice rack. I bought these jars, magnetized, put the spices in there, put some magnets on the fridge, and voila. I also got these mirrors. I'm going to do a project with that in the bathroom, which I'm not 100% certain is going to be looking like yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. And I got rid of these 2 IKEA boxes, which I've had for like 20 years. Actually, the same guy took these. He's going to use them to store his papers. And I got some new ones. These are much nicer, newer, smaller, and I can divide my stuff better. And also got some cushions for the bedroom. It's a lot more cozy in here now. It's a bit of a pain to remove the pillows over before I go to bed, but it's okay. And some new bed sheets, some crisp, clean white bed sheets. Yes, I was in need of that. I'm going to toss some older ones. And a nice new rug, and a fake plant and a real plant. And if you look up here, you will see a new lamp. I love this lamp. It looks great. And also a silk scarf with a tarot motif. This looks good on the table, two tarot decks or around my neck. And Perfume, yes, my friends. Now, I don't normally showcase Perfume because I have so much of it to share with you now. A whole bunch of perfumes from Penhaligon's. Some of the new ones, like this one here and that one there. And also some of the more standard goodies that they have. I'm not familiar. I only know one perfume from this group really well. And then Chanel. This is the third of the Paris collection. Very light colognes. Great for summer. And here's my old plant, nothing new here, but if you scroll down, yes, I'm doing that. I got her a basket. And I also got her a little rotating wheeler thing from Nitori so she can be rolled around. So she's happy now. And I also fixed, this is not new, I just fixed it. It was broken. So I was going to get a new one, but I decided against it. And this is the pièce de résistance. Well, not really. I hate spending money on this kind of thing. I'd much rather a circular economy type of setup. But the other one busted just before I went to the hospital. And I knew it was time. I just had to get one. And it's working like a charm. Oh, yes. And I bought some fake flowers to replace the ones that have since died since the last screenshot. That is it for the haul, my friends. I'm going to actually film another video today because what the heck, I have a lot of goodies to share with you. So I'll see you in a few minutes, or maybe a week for you guys, but a few minutes for me. Okay, Bag and Frag Hag signing out. Mwah.